Your Excellency, Honorable Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court and the Chairperson of the NCAJ, Honorable Justice Martha Koome, the Deputy Chief Justice, all judges present, the Attorney General, Honorable Justin Muturi, the Vice Chairpersons, NCAJ, who is also the DPP, Mr. Nordin Haji, the Cabinet Secretary is present, Their Excellency, the Ambassadors and Head of Diplomatic Corps, the CRJ Secretary, and also the NCAJ, the esteemed Commissioners of the Judicial Service Commission, all the CSOs present, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture to invite the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary and the Secretary to NCAJ, Honorable Anna Amadi, to do her welcome remark and invite a few to make their remarks. Welcome, Madam.
Your Excellency, Honorable William Samuel Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Republic of the Kenya Defense Forces, Honorable Justice Martha Koome, Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Honorable the Deputy Chief Justice, Vice President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, permit me to adopt the protocol that has been established by our MC in the interest of time. May I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this occasion, the presentation of the inaugural annual Administration of Justice of Kenya report. The report has been published by the National Council on the Administration of Justice pursuant to Section 37 of the Judicial Service Act, which requires that the Council shall prepare and submit annual reports on its activities to the Cabinet Secretary for onward transmission to the National Assembly. Your Excellency, the NCAJ was established by statute, that's the Judicial Service Act, in 2011, and although the law requires the Council to submit annual reports to the National Assembly, the activities of the justice sector institutions have in the past been captured in the annual State of the Judiciary and Administration of Justice report, or SOJA as we call it. So this is the first time we are publishing a separate report for the NCAJ, following a resolution of the Council that going forward will continue to publish a separate report on the activities of the Council. This is therefore a milestone for the Council, and I wish to take this opportunity to appreciate the Honorable the Chief Justice, the Chair of the Council, for her leadership and foresight that has enabled this achievement. Your Excellency, since inception in 2012, the NCAJ has grown from just 2 employees, both seconded by development partners, working out of a small office in the Supreme Court building under the leadership of the Chief of Staff, Office of the Chief Justice, who doubled up as the acting executive director. Today's milestone reflects the growth we have experienced in the establishment and operations of the Council. Today, the Council boasts more than 40 members from state and non-state actors. The Secretariat is now headed by a substantive full-time executive director who is supported by a team of 14 staff. The Secretariat has its own offices at the Mayfair Center in Upper Hill, and this has made it possible for the 9 working committees of the NCAJ and the 236 court user committees to receive better support, enhancing effective interagency collaboration in the administration of justice at the grassroots. Ladies and gentlemen, the growth of NCAJ has been supported by the Judicial Service Commission, various NCJ member agencies, as well as development partners, some of whom I see here today. They've continued to hold our hands by offering technical and financial resources to support our vision of a well-coordinated justice sector for Kenya. For this, we are truly grateful. The report we launched today showcases the results of this support and collaboration. It demonstrates our accountability to Kenyans and all stakeholders for the manner in which the Council has discharged its mandate and exercised stewardship over the resources that were availed from our collective taxes, the support from development partners. It will also form the baseline for measuring year-on-year progress in the administration of justice and the basis for robust discussions on how we can all work together to improve the administration of justice through interagency collaboration and coordination. This is the reason I'm happy this morning to see most, if not all, the representatives of the NCJ member agencies, as well as development partners in their numbers. And this is for us testament to your continued commitment to our cause. As evidenced by the achievements recorded in the report, the NCJ has tremendous potential to transform the administration of justice, but they've been held back by severe resource constraints and a weak statutory framework. In this regard, I'm glad to report that there is ongoing work to develop a legal framework that will empower the Council to discharge its mandate. I hasten to add that the NCJ has largely relied on the judiciary for its financial resources. And I hope that the separate reporting framework that starts today will also propel us to a separate funding framework. And this will serve the dual purpose of easing the judiciary the financial burden while enhancing operations of the NCJ in fulfilling its mandate as a premier justice sector policy-making body. Your Excellency, as Secretary to the Council, I'm extremely proud of the achievements detailed in our report, which have been registered under the leadership of our able Council Chair, the Chief Justice, the Vice Chair, Mr. Nordin Haji, Director of Public Prosecution, and with the support of all the NCJ Council member agencies. Although I'm the titular head of the Secretariat, the heavy lifting has been done by the Secretariat team led by Dr. Maranga, and I must therefore credit all of them for the work they've put in to produce these results. The task on their shoulder is huge, and it is highly commendable that this small team has facilitated the Council to register such impressive results. Your Excellency, allow me to just ask the NCJ Secretariat members to stand up so that we can acknowledge them. NCJ Secretariat, right there. Thank you. Well done. We are very proud of you. Further credit goes to the chairs and members of the NCJ working committees and court users committees across the country, whose members have continued to work closely with each other to ensure efficiency. Again, Your Excellency, may I just ask the chairs and members of the NCJ working committees to rise so that we can acknowledge you. Thank you. Thank you very much for all the work that you have done. As I conclude, I remain hopeful that we can count on all of us to continue this partnership with the same commitment during the coming years, so that there is a lot more to celebrate when the second annual report is presented, hopefully next year. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all once again for gracing this occasion. Asante sana na karibuni sana. May I now move to the next phase, so I'll ask a few individuals to come forward and make some remarks. I want to invite the first speaker, Her Excellency Tonke, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Denmark, Your Excellency.